Will you look at that? I'm making another video. Today, I'm showing you my collection of Marvel Legends and one other figure. So, let's get started with the only figure of this line that I have already shown you. I made a whole video about this figure, about me opening it, and I have had it for a while and I still love it. Look at this guy. You can't go wrong with its skeleton. Mr. Ghost Rider with his whole gimmick on his eyes and everything that is really hard to see in video. I have to keep him like this. I try my best not to get him out of his motorcycle because it's really hard to get him back in there correctly later. Look, one of his hands already came off. Ah, isn't that fun? I'm going to hate doing that again. Now, the first figure that I want to show you now, it's Deadpool. You know him, you love him, you hate him. Mr. Deadpool. You know his third movie is coming out at some point. I love this figure because it came with a ton of accessories, including a second head, a bazooka, all of these tiny guns that you can actually take off from his body, which is really cool. You can even take the tiny knife. And I'm going to try to struggle to put it. Oh, there it goes. And he comes with a tackle. I love that his hand is holding like his pinky finger. I like to imagine that is specifically for the tackle, so you can like eat it while being like fancy with his pinky finger. Both of the katanas come off. Sadly, the grenades don't come off. Those are in there. But other than that, yeah. And all of these figures have like great articulation and everything. I bought this one second hand for a pretty good price with all of its accessories. I have them in a bag, so don't worry about it. The next figure I bought is this one. You might know spider-gwen from the movies and the comics maybe. I don't know how many people even read comics anymore. But yeah, in one of the comics, she becomes like Venom and everything. And I'm gonna be honest, I just bought this because look at this thing. It looks so cool. It's like her tongue, but it's also around her hoodie. Like, it's so cool. Also, I was surprised when I bought her that she has such like a well-made, like molded ass. Like, why doesn't Deadpool get this type of treatment? We need more gender equality. I think that if any superhero should deserve to have the fattest ass, it's Deadpool. Get your stuff together, Hasbro. Please. The next one I bought was this one. And I'm gonna be honest, it might have been partially because I found her with like 70% off. When I went to my local toy store, they literally had like a row of juice hair. I don't know why. Especially because I usually don't buy figures that look like actors. But Mystique especially, she doesn't really look like an actor because of how much makeup they had to put on her. And she has like very much well proportioned. She doesn't have a huge ass. So yeah. Also, I found it very interesting that she came with like an extra arm, so you're supposed to take this off. I tried to do it, and I was very scared. And I think maybe I should have used like a hair dryer or something. I know there is like methods to make like things softer. Also, She might have been like one of my favorite characters from those movies. I'm a huge fan of characters that are able to change how they look. Big surprise. And yeah, she's really well made. Next figure I bought is this one. If you know, this is known as Tokusatsu Spider-Man. Maybe some people just call him Japanese Spider-Man, even though that can produce some confusions because there is a Japanese Spider-Man, like a manga Spider-Man, and there is also another manga Spider-Man. But one is the manga verse, and the other one is just a manga. It's a whole thing. I need to read those, by the way. But yeah, he is a very nice figure, and I actually watched the entire show this Spider-Man came from. So I know, for example, that he comes with his tiny communicator, his dinghy. I love how he like uses it, and his whole like suit just jumps out of it. It kind of reminds me of how the Flash used to have his whole suit in one of like his rings. And yeah, he also obtains his powers from the spider aliens from another world. And he's an emissary of hell. Also, quick review of the show. I love the fact that the show actually have an ending. And I love that this Spider-Man is clearly probably the biggest, like the most OP Spider-Man. Maybe the other one that is also very OP is like Cosmic Spider-Man, but he's very much in like the top 10. Like, not only does he have a robot, but he's fully capable of holding a gun. Also, his like car has guns. I think people don't usually mention that when they talk about it. They usually focus on the giant robot, you know. But yeah, he's fully capable of holding guns. So he could totally give like the Punisher a run for his money. And finally, in the list of characters that I literally bought because they look cool, it's a Spiral from the X-Men. I know like close to nothing about her. I have no idea. I like her boots, I like her shorts, and I basically bought her because she has 6 arms. Also, when I went to the store, I went really early and I noticed that they only had one per store. So, sorry if you were hoping to buy that one and I bought it. Tough luck. But yeah. She also, I think she came with like extra hands. So you could have like some hands in like punch. But I love having her like all of his like swords and weapons and things. It looks awesome. And also my incredible love for a strong woman. And also does she have the same ass? Let me check. I think she has less. And her ass is like wider. I'm focusing too much on that. Or extra figure of the video because I'm never going to mention her anymore. I think her name was like Lemon something. The only reason I bought this figure was because it was in like 70-80% off in my local toy store. It was getting sad. I bought her last year. She came in like 2017 or something like that. She stayed in that store for more than 4 years. And she's not a Marvel legend, so she doesn't have that much articulation. And those things have a tendency to fall off. Look at this. And yeah, her articulation is also very weird. And look at these freaking proportions. I was talking about the proportions of that one. Look at this. Look at that. Like, Girl, what are you doing? Are you using like something? Are you are you a medieval woman? Are you using what is going on with that body? For real? Like like tell me your secrets. I want that. Also, articulation on the head is really weird. Also, I tried to take the helmet off or something, like open her head, because you can very clearly see like the crack if you saw it in real life. Let me see. Yeah, like that is very clearly how they put the head there. Yeah. And that's it. Those are all of my Marvel figures. I feel like maybe this might be a little bit disappointing, because usually people, when they collect Marvel Legends, they go full crazy and they have like 1,000. But I don't know, I feel like I don't need a ton. I just wanted some figures and some characters that I love. Especially Tokusatsu Spider-Man. Tokusatsu Spider-Man is best boy, and I need to see him in the next Spider-Man movie. Please get to it. I was very disappointed that I didn't see him in the first one, of the animated one. So please, get your stuff together. Is it the robot? Is it because the robot is hard to animate? Is it? Because I totally understand. Yeah, and like and subscribe, please, so I can buy more toys, I imagine, and achieve all of my dreams in life. And like the video. Bye!